Hello knitters, Faye Lynn from Strand Knitting Studio in San Clemente, California. And today I have What's on My Needles, lots of classes. Stay tuned. Alright, first up is What's on My Needle. So we got Saxony in I think it was last fall. I think it's since the fall. This is a cashmere, merino, extra fine merino and cashmere blend. 75% cashmere, 25% merino. It's usually the opposite. This is the best yarn ever. It is so soft. It's beautiful. It's tweedy. It's worsted. Yeah, it's worsted. Yeah, it's worsted. And so I've knitted a hat. I think I've knitted a scarf out of this. And I've wanted to knit a sweater out of this, but I hadn't really had the time or could figure it out. And then somebody came in with a sweater that I pieced, I sewed together for them. Oh my God, the stuff knit up in a sweater was just amazing. So then I really wanted to knit something with it. So the winner for my pattern is Amedeo, A-M-E-D-E-O. And it is by Calibri Johansson. And so I'll put a picture up. This is the front panel. So it's this, so this is an easy, memorizable kind of pattern once you get it going. It's just a 4-stitch, 5-stitch repeat over and over and over and over again. You get really good at it. But you can see how it just yeah. So this is on my needles. I have the back one already done. So this is my front, one of my fronts. And yes. So, and it is softer than soft. This is unbelievable yarn. We probably, if you want to knit a sweater, you're going to need a sweater, so you could order some. But we probably won't get all the colors back in till the fall, because right now we're in the, swing of all the summer stuff coming in. And, but as I said, if you want to start something now with it, we could probably accommodate you. But, so this might be a class, but it won't be until fall. But I'm knitting it now because I just had to. I had a week too that I was sort of I had a little bit of extra time, so I'm I want to knit something. So this was the winner, and I'm thoroughly enjoying it. Okay, so the first class coming up is June 22nd, which is a Saturday. And so this is a crochet class, a set of crochet classes. So the 10 to 12 class is the pot holder. So this is just single crochets. It's super simple. If this is your first crochet project, this is a good one because it's just the same thing going around in a circle. It's really good. And it's a really good pot holder. It's double-sided, these are really good. It can easily be bigger. This is sort of on the smaller side. You can easily just make it bigger. It's really not a big deal to do that. So that is the 10 to 12 class. And then the hexagon bags, market bag, is the 12 to 2 class. And this is all double crochets and single crochets, and it's a granny square. It's basically a 6-sided granny square. So if you've done granny squares, it's granny square. If you haven't done granny squares, but you know how to knit and crochet, how to crochet, single, double, you know that pretty good, then this is totally doable, very doable, and very fun. So that's the hexagon bag, and this is from 12 to 2 on the 22nd. Stock the Diversa from last year, because it's one of our best favorite yarns from last year. The colors are amazing, and I'll have a picture of all the colors. There's 12 colors, but no matter what the colors are, they all blend so beautifully. It's just so, I don't know, it's the hue of these colors are just beautiful. And yeah, so even though they're sort of stronger colors, they're still not, and they all blend. You can see how these just blend. No matter what you put together, it blends. So last year, Christine knit up the Floodlight Tee, which is this, and she striped it. You wouldn't have to. You could just do it. You could do it. There's many ways you could do this. You could do not that many colors. You could do it just solid. You could do a smaller striping with just part of it striped up here and stuff like that. So and then what the cute part is in the back, it has a little keyhole and then a tie. Yeah, so this is a perfect spring, summer, fall knit. And this yarn's lovely. This yarn is a blend of, let me look for it. It is 74% cotton and 26% viscose. So there's no wool in this. So it's like this is perfect. You're on a size, if this is a fingering weight, heavy fingering weight, you're on either going to be a 5 or a 6. So you're not on like 2s and 3s. It's either going to be a 5 or 6, and you could get away with even bigger if you wanted to make it more open weave, but you just have to deal with the gauge. So whatever you need to get gauge, and if you're making it bigger, what you do, like if your gauge is bigger than the pattern, then you find out how many stitches you need for your width, and then see if there's a pattern size that's got really close to that same number of stitches. And then you can use that pattern to read. You don't have to rewrite everything. So that's how you figure that out if you're wanting to really, really shift a pattern up and make it a much bigger. Like if I put this on like a 7 or an 8, you know, my gauge is going to be bigger. So what do I do without having to rewrite it all? Of course, this is also top down yoke. This is a yoke. So if you know there's no shoulder seams, because you're going in a circle and then you're adding at every so many rows, you do a row of adds, and that's what keeps making it bigger. So this is actually top down, so you can pretty much get it going and just keep going, and you just keep trying it on until it's the size you need for you to join the, you know, to take the arms out and join the body. So this is a good one to mess around with gauge if you haven't really done it before, so sort of mess around it, make it bigger, and sort of figure that out. This is a good pattern to any kind of yoke pattern. Simple yoke pattern is a good way to go, top down. Yeah. Sunday, July 7th from 10 to 12. Okay, and then our big thing for this summer looks like is going to be a support chicken. So this has sort of taken the whole knitting world by storm, and it finally bit Christine and me. So she knitted this guy up. It's just like they're everywhere. It's crazy, but they're fun to knit. It's a short row pattern, so you will be learning to do short rows, German short rows, because those are the only ones to do anymore, German short rows. And it starts here, and you knit this piece, and you knit 2 of these, and you sew these up, and then it all just grows from here to here, and then you got to knit this little one and this little one. So, and there's a bottom, and she's got like little rocks in there, so it stands really good. So we're going to call it Chicken Mania coming up. And so to join in on the fun, this class is going to be July 13th, which is a Sunday, July 13th from 10 to 12. This is worsted weight yarn. It can really be any yarn weight. It just will be a different size. So, but this is worsted weight. And that's the size. I mean, this is a good cuddly, you know, this is a good cuddly size. But you could also do it fingering. People are doing it, or sport DK, and it'll be a little bit smaller. Fingering's a little bit smaller. Jumbo would be, you know, if you have jumbo yarn, that would be really big. But no matter what size yarn you're using, it's exactly the same number of stitches because it's exactly the same pattern. So it's not like for the little one, you have to knit a whole bunch more. It's exactly the same number of stitches. So it's sort of a fun way to get down into fingering and not have to knit any more than you did for this. It's just going to be smaller. Okay, so just stay tuned. We might have a contest coming. Who knows what's going to end up happening? But so for the month of July, I'm announcing Chicken Mania. This class is on Sunday, July 13th from 10 to 12. Sunday, July 13th, 10 to 12. All right, and that's it for this week, and I hope to see you in the studio real soon. Bye.